Ki Jushin Etotam Rira Binshin and Degabadi Wagi Joku Namda Shima Jipasho Iram Guru Radhamandala Kamyatayami Sangye Chedam Soki Chonam La Chanchu Padu Dadni Kapsuchi Dagi Chunyen Gibe Sunam Ki Dola Penchir Sangye Drupasho Sangye Chedam Soki Chonam La Chanchu Padu Dadni Kapsuchi Dagi Chenyen Gibe Sunam Ki Dola Penchir Sangye Dupasho Sangye Chedam Soki Chonam La Chanchu Padu Dadni Kapsuchi Dagi Chenyen Gibe Sunam Ki Jola Penchir Sangye Druparsho. Smokity dokity. You're up.
Let me, go up.
I'm not.
Sitting? What is that?
Good job, Piri.
How do you feel?
Okay.
Somebody didn't write his things yesterday.
Someone didn't write a speech?
His questions.
Okay, let us start. How many ways can we divide the second link by its essence, which is acting as a second link?
No talking during class, okay?
And what are they? Three. And what are they?
Merit, non-virtue, non-shifting.
Virtue, non-virtue, and unshifting, which is always a good karma. What are the classic example of each? Yeah?
The first two in the desire.
The first two in the desire realm, yeah.
Last two in the upper.
The last one is the last two realm, but so specifically those which projects the body and mind as a result of karma in the higher birth in the three desire realms, those which throws the body and mind a karmic ripening in the lower birth of the three desire realms, and those which throws the body and mind as a result of ripening in the birth in the two higher realms. What are the typical features of the second link, which is the fresh karma? pretty standard. Pretty standard actually. It's just common things that we all know.
It's caused by the first.
Always either good or bad, never neutral. And then there are things you give up forever on the path of sin and path of habituation. And finally, they are possessed by both by Aryas, non-Aryas, and people from the three realms.
Those are good distinctions.
Wait a minute. Oh, I see.
Okay? Alright. Now the Tibetan Ngowo. Essence. Essence and Kepak.
Aryas and non-Aryas.
Yeah, so Kewa and Pakpa. Non-Aryas, Aryas. Panja.
Things you give up.
Bang.
Bang, 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 bangja.
Pangja means a bird in the lap.
That's fine.
That's which one is very
Something we give up. Okay, that's all.
Okay.
Claim is yours.
All right, sir.
Yeah, I aspire to be more
Think someone else.
All right then. Oh man. Just to review where we were, consider the karma which is going to project the body and mind of a deva as a future maturation. No, it's not something we should give up or eliminate because it's good karma. Okay. Then it is good karma because it's what I said it is, which is a weak argument. Good karma. Then the other guy says it is something we should stop doing because it's something that people who want to reach full liberation have to stop doing. Then we say makyap. It's true, it's something that ultimately we want to reject. Rebirth as a deva. Good karma. It's dirty good karma, but in the meantime, we need it. Okay? We talked about it yesterday, for example. The path of accumulation, collecting enough karma to hear someone teach you the pen. But when you're learning the pen, you're misperceiving the pen. Okay? Something like that. Did you have a question?
No.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're then he says the good karma that might make you reborn as a deva is not something to give up, ultimately speaking, or for a person who wants to reach liberation. Okay. Then we say, and then Adam, you got the plane.
Madhupna đèn tháo đó là đến nhẹ khí ke bù
Make it more obviously instrumental.
ke bù
Yeah, then your listener knows it's the subject of the sentence.
ke bù là nhân gì
Here comes another case of that. Here comes another.
Wang Ki.
Yeah, okay.
Wang Ki.
It's not an English G, it's a ka, ki, Wang Ki.
Wang Ki la ke wa lempa bong gu bei chia te de koru wa bong gu bei chia de koru wa ta bong gu bei chia.
Good. I disagree that the good karma that might take us to a deva's rebirth is something we should give up ultimately, in the end. Okay. Then we say it is true because, and the way he says it here, it's more obvious because he says lenyin, which means what? Yeah, we have to give up karma and negative emotions, because those are the two parts of
samsara,
kunjung dimba,
the truth of the source.
the truth of the source. Okay, so karma is a pangcha because it's part of kunjung dimba. It's part of the source of pain. Okay, even good karma, dirty good karma. So he tied it to nyomo. And then, we kind of he gave him a bad friend, so he made him bad. Yeah, okay.
Association.
Yeah, by association, exactly. So a person who aspires to liberation, dunya, right? Dunya, kebu, subject of sentence because it's kebu. Lenyang ki wangi, har kewa lemba ponga. They have to give up taking rebirth as a deva through the power of, meaning helplessly, meaning no choice, through their karma and negative emotions. Why? What's that mean?
Because it's necessary to give it up to escape. Well,
Because
He wants to escape
the wheel.
the deva part of samsara. If you take the painting of the wheel of life, he wants to escape that upper corner. Why? Okay, he has 3 reasons in a row.
You need to give it up because to reach the end of samsara.
Yeah, Tadak.
No, tada, he wants to eliminate all parts of samsara. Okay, all parts of samsara. So he wants to eliminate the deva part of samsara. Okay, got it? So this tadak means all parts. Okay. All right. It's interesting. I mean, if you're a philosopher, that he calls the deva realm a samsara in itself. You see, it's kind of interesting, you know.
Making a point.
Okay. All right, we got a new kachik. You got the plane.
Kachik nare, chirmiong ki, some ten pelgum, che pala penne netsang tu kewa lempe, rup che ki, pure mur, rong
Nice.
him, chewu chewe.
Devu.
Debu chewe namin ki pungpo penche ki nyong ye ki miyowe le kyang yin pe situn situn pa che chen
Your last name low tone.
situn pa che chen.
Yeah. Okay. There's 2 Chinese shas.
Yeah.
One is retroflex, right?
Yeah.
Sha. Sha. And one you can't put your tongue on the side tooth over here. Sha. Yeah, but this one's in the middle. The tongue's in the middle. Sha. Sha. Shi. Okay. Anyway, kachik nani. Chirmiyong. What's a chirmiyong?
Non-returner.
Not coming back to
Desire realm.
desire realm, but still in sansara. Okay. Samten means that deep meditation. Belgom.
Isn't sometimes
Jumping.
Stance?
Yeah, alternating. For example, in the lion's dance, we'll do pelgom. And a pelgom is a specific cause for kinds of higher rebirth, okay? That mental flexibility, okay? It's like flying a plane. Okay, look what I can flip it over, it's you know? Okay, pelgom. Chepalatene, by doing pelgom, okay? By doing pelgom. You don't have to say relying on doing, okay? Just by doing that. They create a cause which is going to create a rebirth in the Netzang.
Of the 5 higher
The
realms
5
of
pure parts of the
the 17
The
parts of the
last
form
part of
realm
the form realm.
that only Aryas can go to.
4th level of the 4th level, Samten Shipa. Okay, which has how many? 5 pure levels and how many impure levels?
No, 5 pure and 3 impure.
Oh,
Yeah, good. Okay, so the 4th concentration level, what does it correspond to in the lion's dance?
that's the crystal.
Yeah, the sugar crystal. Okay, there's 2 versions. If you do it a certain way, you go to an Arya's place. If you do it not so good, you go to a non-Arya's place. Okay. So since he's a Chirmiyong, he must be going to
The good place.
the Netzang. He's headed for the Netzang. So he's made a karma, which is going to throw him into the pure parts of the resulting parts of the 4th concentration level, which is the sugar crystal. Okay, Tsang de Gya. Tongue, I got a headache from this. But he already had, before he became a Chirmyong, when he was still a Sosokewo, earlier in his life, let's say, before he started emptying this directly and went further, he had already collected Nyonge Kine,
Unshifting.
karma that had to be experienced, which was going to throw the body and mind as a maturation into Debuche,
The great result.
which is,
The highest level. Number 12.
Number 12 there.
yeah, the highest normal non-Arya level in which of the 4 samtens?
4th.
Still in the 4th, okay? So he was supposed to go to the 3rd level of the 4th form realm result. But he worked hard, he collected karma which is nyong'e, definitely, and it was mioa.
Unshifting.
But now he's headed for the netang instead. Okay, got it? Then this guy says shitumba, that thing which is both unshifting and which is gonna shift. That's what he's saying. Okay, that karma which is gonna shift, because he's gonna go from a non-Arya result to an Arya result. Okay, let's take that. Chen.
Shitumpa, how do you?
Both this and this. Okay, it's both what and what?
It's both shifting and definite.
Yeah, could give me more detail.
Unshifting.
It's both shifting and
It's unshifting because it's gonna go to Debuchi,
Mhm.
non-Arya level. But he worked hard in his life and he changed it to shift to the 5 pure levels. Okay? So is it Mioa or not?
That's the big question.
There's a question,
you
right?
pass through 12 on your way to.
I don't think he's going to tell us right now.
Can we do the basketball karma and just...
Now this, when you translate it, be careful because the Serna relates to both these paragraphs.
Serna.
Okay? This is all a huge claim by the other guy.
Oh, okay.
Both of these paragraphs are the other guy talking. Okay, the other guy's talking. He said this, and I split it because it was so long. Okay, so let's take this karma that's going to throw him to the pure realms, and let's take this other karma which is unshifting and going to throw him not to the pure realms. Mioele, did you do this part?
Not yet.
Okay, good.
Kyo mio wele main partao.
Wait, did you go tell or did you go tell?
How?
He's going down.
Down?
It's the other guy. It's the other guy.
Oh, okay.
He's being sarcastic.
He's
Mayin batao.
asserting.
Yoele mayin batao.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Kyo mio wele main partao.
good.
Kyo yo wele.
Yoe. This is that
Yo.
inner city yoe. Okay, yoele.
Yo wele yimpe chiepe. Kyo rebuchewe namin gipung po penje kangsik.
Kashik. So I'm teaching you the.
Kangsik.
Once you get the pronunciation, then you go for the phrasing. Kashik, and then the other guys. Oh, he's Tibetan's really good. Kashik. It's like yebe here. Okay, kashik, and then you like breathe, and then you continue.
So here we
Kashik.
do it ZH in a high tone.
Sik no. Sik no.
No, I mean, but because it comes after another syllable, its value changes slightly. Okay, since it's the second syllable, 2-syllable word, its value changes slightly. Okay, kashik. Okay,
Penje kangsik.
yeah.
Kyoki neta.
Ki.
Kyoki.
Today's thing I'm bugging you about is instrumentals.
Kyoki netang ginamin gipung po yang ruppe chiete. Church and the imperial serna.
Yeah, there finally we got he said. Okay, so he said started up here. So whenever you see a kachik down there, go find the seren. Wow, this guy's talkative. Okay. So Kimiyo ile mayimbatao.
It's not an unshifting.
Yeah, it's not an unshifting karma because it's a shifting karma. But it was an unshifting karma. Okay, mayum batao. Because he's a shifting karma. It's not an unshifting karma, it's a shifting karma. Why?
Because it's gonna
It was supposed to go to Debuche. Okay? Penje Kashik, number one, it's gonna project the body and mind into big result, that level of the 4th concentration level. But, and secondly, Kyuki, that, what's the Kyut? Yeah, duh, but what's it referred to? That karma, good. But that karma, but that karma instead is gonna throw a body and mind in the pure realms. Also, okay, yang.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird. It's going to throw him into an Arya, non-Arya realm. Okay? Because it's what we're talking about. Okay. Here's our response. Sunam, find something. Pay attention and criticize him.
Chawa lama
His wife
Captain.
does.
Debu Chewa Dang Nechang Mayin Nechang Mai Ni Pote Sasung Pa Yin Pe Chia Te Ni Samten
Shipar.
Shipar Sasung Pe Chia.
Good. Just because it was supposed to throw a body and mind into a non-Arya realm of great result, and instead it throws a body and mind into one of the 5 pure realms, doesn't mean it's both shifting and unshifting.
Okay.
Right.
Good
Start. It's a good start.
Okay, that's our response.
Oh.
Okay, just because it shifts doesn't mean it's shifting.
Going further than that.
Okay, got it? Okay, then we better come up with a good reason, right?
Yeah.
And it's satsum. And anybody who can remember that, I'll give you $20 because I did mention it.
The border between the levels.
Damn.
Well done.
But what's it mean here? I'm gonna give you the money anyway, but what's it mean here?
Sad to move back to Germany.
What's it mean here? Why does the border between the levels relate here?
Others are sub-levels.
Deutschland.
Thank you, Carolina.
Yeah, well, buy me a coffee someday.
Taxing.
We stopped at the coffee shop, but the guy wasn't awake today.
Man, that doesn't speak highly of his coffee.
Sunday in Rimrock.
That's all right. It's the Lord's.
Huh?
The last argument was that the sub-levels are not shifting if I...
No, don't go there. It's all sugar crystal.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's all
Part of the
fourth.
same-
It's all fourth form realm.
Yeah,
The
it's not-
same.
He's just going to different rooms in the same house,
yeah.
So that makes it okay.
so it's not shifting.
Still not super.
Got it?
In that regard.
He's going to the same address, but he's going to a different room in that house. Okay, got it? So we say it doesn't count as shifting. He's not shifting to a different house. He's just going to another bedroom in the same house. Got it? Cool. It's a clever response. By the way, this argument, this is like the dog won't let go of it, right? We've been there. We've already talked about this. We didn't come to this. We didn't get the punchline. Here's the punchline. Now finally everybody can relax. Okay, it shifted, but it didn't shift. It shifted rooms, but not addresses. Okay, got it? Okay. All right. Probably he had a good day on the debate ground one day. Because you never forget when you win a big debate, and you keep putting it in your book, you know. Okay, go.
Kachik nare, nyen roi nam min gi pung po penje ki le dang, nyen po top si, dak, top si, dak ye ki le ki si tun pa chur chen.
Good. Let's just do that much, because this is profound. This is something we've been waiting for. Okay? Ngendro,
The
3 lower realms, which are hells, animals, and pretas. Okay? Namenge Pumba Penchagile, a karma which is supposed to project a body and mind into one of the 3 realms. Dang, but it is dark nge, and this is a verb for dark.
It's not pure. It's definitely going to be
definitely
projected.
Darkpa.
Oh, permanent, unchanging.
No, darkpa.
Oh, top.
Purified.
Pure.
Pure, yeah, good. It will be purified by Topshi.
For power.
Awful power.
Yeah, so this is cool. You know, it's something you always wondered about. So here it comes in his text.
The same will be antidoted pure?
Yeah, it's going to be purified by the 4 powers. The guy's going to use the 4 powers, and not just purified. Nge, dag nge.
Definitely.
Yeah, no question. It's definitely going to be purified. Okay. So the Titanic met the iceberg. Who goes down?
Titanic.
Okay. Does the 4 powers win, or does the lower realm karma win? Okay. I like to see this image of the two. You know, on what is it called? According to the 4 laws of karma, it must have its result.
Yeah.
But according to the 4 powers, it must be purified. So who's going to win? Okay? And that's what he's saying. Let's take that. Okay? Let's take this karma. It's supposed to throw you to the lower realms, but it ran into a guy practicing the 4 powers. So, well, okay.
Where did it say well?
Yeah.
คือยงเงยคิเลไม้ผาทา
Yeah, Mayambata.
ไม้ผาทา
Mayambata. Pay attention, pay attention. Mayambata. I gotta have a class monitor so I don't have to referee people. That's what they do in the boarding school, right? We used to take the worst guy in our company and make him the monitor.
คือ
Nyongikine Mayambata.
คือยงวารมา คือยงวารมาเงเพเลยินพัดเชียเต
Yimbe
ยิน
Chite.
ไปเชียเต
What's that mean?
so those are definitely
It must not be.
Experience.
It must not be.
definite karma.
Yeah.
Karma is definitely.
I'm sorry. It must not be karma which is going to be definitely experienced because it's karma which is not definitely going to be experienced. Okay. Okay, got it? It's not karma which must be experienced because it's karma which is definitely not going to be
You need to
experienced.
change the word, you just read.
Because, yeah, okay.
I wouldn't say Kamamajong to that effect.
And then he nails it down. Okay, you got the plane.
เงินรอยน้ำมิงกีพุ่งปอเพนใจคีเลกังซิ
Wow, you are moving.
เคียวคีพังเปง
Kiki.
เคียวคี
Today's emphasis. Instrumental. Long.
Today has been brought to
เคียว
you
คี
by
พังเปงเงินรอยพุ่งปอเมเปชีร์เซม
Translate.
both the karma that is definitely that is going to be projected into the 3 lower realm, those are
Use the Kangxi. It is both
it is both
A and B.
it is both karma that is going to be projected into the 3 lower realm.
Okay, body and mind.
Body and mind, and also the body and mind
Of the lower realms that it
Okay.
projects, met.
not going to be projected.
There is no.
There is no
A, it's going to project the body and mind in lower realms. B, there
There
isn't
is
going to
no-
be any body or mind in the lower realms.
in the lower.
Okay, okay, got it? Therefore, it's not definite. Okay, got it?
Yep.
There is no body and mind it's going to project. And it's going to project a body and mind. Okay? So it's
interesting.
definite and not definite. Who wins? You know, which is hap. It's very comforting to see a lower middleweight text which is presenting the 4 powers. You know. Okay. Now there's something wrong with the book, okay? It doesn't go through there's something missing. There's a line missing or
We can check.
there's a major problem here. Okay? It doesn't make any sense. It's as if they took out a line. So I suspect a line is missing in the carving or something. I don't know. Okay, I can rewrite it. Should be fun. But and then later we can see if it matches, if they ever find a good block. But something's missing here. The argument's not complete. Okay. So let's just go here.
They
See, this ends with na. If you say, and then this ends in because blah blah blah. But there's been no assertion. Nobody said any. We didn't say anything. And then we say because. This sentence starts with because. After he said, I think blah blah blah. Then we say because blah blah blah. So there's something missing. We have to make an assertion.
In our other
There's an assertion missing by us. You know, we can rebuild it if you want. It's kind of fun. Okay.
It's not there, Ben, that spot in the text.
Yeah, something's missing. You
It's
know,
also not there in that version.
it'd be fun to rewrite it. Actually, we can do it right now.
Yes.
Okay. So let's go to the reason to understand what we asserted.
để nhận po top si đặc si đặc che ma dung na nhận rồi nam mình kỳ pung po pen par nghe pe chia
Okay, Tenyamotop Shi Dakche Machungna. If it doesn't happen, and which the past tense used as a hypothetical, if I were not to come to class, past tense. We do it in English also. If I were not to come, if I were to skip class and work on next text, Majungna, Dakche means purifier, consisting of the four powers, the antidote four powers. By the way, this is a misnomer. Somebody want to explain?
Because that's also the name of the fourth power.
Nice. The name for the four powers, the antidote four powers, is the name of the fourth power.
And that's kind of what I was asking before. Is that more like an adjective, like the antidote? to
Yeah, good
four
question.
powers?
It is. Yeah,
Okay.
good question. Yeah. Machungna, if he didn't apply the purifier consisting of the four powers, which are the antidote, if he had not,
It would have ripened into the
then ngendu namigi pumba pemba ngebeche.
would have
Then it would have been definite. Okay, it's kind of weird. So what did we say in here? What was our assertion that's missing from the block?
it's that it's not
The reason we give is it would have been definite if he hadn't
applying
purified
four
it.
powers. So the assertion must be that as long as he applies the four powers, that it's not definite at that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I mean, you probably said it more vaguely.
Yeah. Probably we'll say it's not Nyempa because he applied the four powers. And in a sense it is Nyempa because if he hadn't applied the four powers it would have been definite. Okay, I'll say it again. It's not definite because he applied the four powers and he's not going to go to the lower realms. But if he hadn't applied the four powers, then it would have been definite. So the first half of that sentence is missing. This doesn't make sense as it stands now. Somebody miscarved it or he wrote it and they left it off the block or something like that. So it'd be fun to recreate it.
So we would have said
Repeating both
Makya.
parts of the tongue sheet.
Yeah, we should treat both parts of the conch sheet. Our recreation, reconstruction of the text we should cover both sides. It's a good point. We got to look at the conch sheet carefully. We got to look at both sides of it. We got to recreate it, and then it'd be fun if they ever find his notes, which is not going to happen because that was 500 years ago. So anyway.
So how would you?
I love this kind of thing because it makes you look so smart as a translator.
How would you handle that in your translation?
I'd put a footnote and say, this is assumed to be missing, and here's my reconstruction because I'm so smart.
Because my teachers.
Yeah, I know.
Now, you should give him a hand because he just finished another link. So in basically, Sugeng is working through the Wheel of Life. He finished the first two links, which is by far the most difficult and the major part of the text. So the rest is downhill. He's cruising downhill now. Probably not a single difficult point.
I'm sure.
And the first two links are so important compared to the other 10. Like Vasubandhu spends half of his major commentary on the first two links, that they treat the other links all together, then lump them together. So here it goes. Yeah, go ahead.
Yannak Klakma Namse Pani.
Which means?
Now, for the explanation of
Presentation
the
of
rest
all
of
the
the
leftovers.
Yeah, now let's explain the rest. Okay, the rest of the links. Okay, it means all 10 get dumped into one bag. They're like, no, we're individual links. No, I don't care. You're not as important as the first two links. Okay. There'll still be some interesting fights, but especially when we get to Sipa, number 10, which is the ripening of the sanskara, maybe a vasana. Okay, something like that. Okay? Okay. Ben's got the plane.
Kachik Nare.
Give him some trouble. Come on, you guys are too nice to each other.
Yeah.
Louder.
due to Kinam She Kitandral, Dayan Lak Chuni, Kinang Sen, Do Cure Pay.
Come on, tell
He
me.
fixed himself. Come on.
Sure, it's not an English G.
Give him a chance. Give him a fighting chance.
He did fix himself quite well.
Nam She Kitandral in Sen.
Tendril? Tendril.
Tendral in Sen.
We sound
Serna.
Serna.
Okay, Sarah means what?
claim.
Gold. Sarah means the debater said something.
Oh.
Which one is it here?
Debater sentence.
Okay, good. So
They fixed what I would have gotten right.
what's he talking about is Namshe Contender. And if you want to be real cool, say Namshi. Slight geek. If you want to impress Tibetans. Otherwise, you sound a little bit loud by it.
Yeah.
Like you're showing that you're a foreigner.
Consciousness.
Yeah, the link of consciousness, which is which link? Third, which is what animal?
Monkey.
Yeah, what's it mean? Why a monkey?
It's your monkey mind.
Yeah, it's monkey mind entering your mother's womb. It's monkey mind entering your mother's womb at conception. Okay. Namshe Kitenda Day. Then remember long ago we talked about Dedu and Gidu.
That's right.
Yeah.
Someone show me the mudra.
With this?
Argam, Pading, Pubi.
If you do, when you, isn't that when
You are showing a mudra, but it's not the right one.
Is this the imprint?
when you start
Come on.
the start of the class, beginning, the imprint.
As opposed to Dedu. We even talked about it for Namshe.
At the time of the cause and at the time of the result.
I wasn't
The
gonna.
Oh, I don't.
That doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, three. Every wheel of life is at least 3 cycles. I mean, normally there's some other. Okay, so relative to each other, they are cause and effect. The first two links usually go in the first life.
Yeah.
You misunderstand your wife and you yell. So you yell back. You misunderstand your husband and you yell back. So misunderstand husband, yell back. Link 1, link 2. Then in the next life, that causes your mind to enter your mom.
They do Kinam
Okay,
She.
and then in the third life, what links?
10,
11, 12.
11 and 12. You're reborn. You go through a whole life getting old and dying. Okay, so 11 and 12 happen in a whole lifetime, and 1 and 2 represent the misunderstanding and karmic collection over a whole lifetime, and links number 3 to 10 represent the second life. Okay, so
They do Kinam She and
so what consciousness is he talking about here?
they do Kinam She.
consciousness of the
So in which of the links do you have awareness?
The
All.
You have it in all the links. Okay, that's the point. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't forget that you basically have all 5 heaps in all the 12 links. So you do have awareness. Like, as you're misunderstanding, your awareness is linked to your misunderstanding. As you're collecting karma, your awareness is linked to your talking or your thinking, okay? So those are called Gyudu.
You do.
So he says, I'm going to give a description of the third link, consciousness, okay? It's the the link of consciousness is the one of the 12 links. Yen is a member, Nangchen. Okay, it's a. By the way, it might be without an M, but I think it's a Damka. What's Damka?
Means it could be spelled either way.
Yeah, spelling in. There's more allowed either one. Like there's some British words, right?
jail and
Color.
colors.
Yeah.
O-U-R, like Singapore spelling. Okay, that's how you can tell in American. They just spell color, C-O-L-O-R. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, I believe it should be TSN. You could run a statistics on it.
Is the one with the Mao name the honorific for Ming?
Fortunately, I just
Yeah, and it means it has many meanings, like the marks of a Buddha.
Right.
Okay. Anyway, Nangsen.
Member.
So he says, the link of consciousness at the time of the cause,
At the time of the cause.
right? In the period of cause, which is maybe link 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Okay, as the
The impetus.
okay, yeah, the impetus time you could say. I mean that'd be cute. The time of the,
Impetus.
okay.
Waiters with
Which of the 3 cycles is link number 3 in?
The
second
second,
cycle.
Yeah, the second cycle. Good.
they
Now, but he says, I define the link of consciousness as the one that's in the first cycle.
Oh,
Well,
Okay, Q2.
thank you too.
Okay, relative to the second cycle. Okay, Q2. The time of link 1 and 2. Misunderstanding and making karma. Because you do have a consciousness, you do have an awareness while you're making karma, or you wouldn't make karma. Because Semba has to be tsunged in with something. Okay? Okay, so will we agree with that
yeah.
as a definition of the third link? Can the third link be defined as awareness during the first 2 links? No.
That's the time of the
Okay, got it? Okay, got it? You all right? All right. Now here's our reply.
Te churchen debu kinam she kitten rao in part
Yimbatao.
in part
We're answering with our sarcasm.
debu kinam she kitten in part yan lakchuni kinang san tu cure pe nam she kitten rao in pe che.
How did you spell nonsense this time?
without
Oh yeah, without M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could just.
So both
Funny
ways.
that.
I think the Mao is a mistake.
Mao is a mistake.
Yeah, and I would probably correct it. Okay, let's do it now so we don't forget.
Oh,
Which,
like it could even be a typing error.
it could be. Okay. Didn't we innocently? Okay, this is a real prasangika. Oh yeah, so it's belongs to the result period. Yeah, I got it. That's okay. That's all. We don't say anything else.
Oh,
Got it?
Equivocated.
Your cause period consciousness awareness. Yeah, it must be relate to the result period. The second spin. Yeah, that's good. You're supposed to laugh.
Look at this guy.
Why?
Because
He defined it as the one that belongs to the first spin.
Time.
He says, let's take the one that belongs to the first spin. It's the link of consciousness. Then we say, oh, that's good, yeah. So I guess it belongs to the second spin, and
Right.
that means we think what?
it belongs to the second.
If it's the link. Okay, by the way, you always have to say if it's the link of consciousness, of awareness, it must be
In the second spin.
in the result time. In the result time. Okay, got it?
Yep.
Okay, so it's kind of a not very subtle argument. He says it belongs to the cause time and it's the link of consciousness. And we say, oh, it's a link of consciousness. Then I guess it belongs to result time.
It's not that sophisticated.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a very sophisticated argument. Got it? You okay?
Right.
By the way, these are tricky because, of course, you have to have awareness in the first spin and in the third spin. When you do rebirth, aging, and death, you still have to have awareness.
So
Okay.
it's just trying to make a distinction between awareness as a link and awareness as
Exactly. This whole
debate.
what do you call it, genre of argument inside the 12 links is just to point out that there's things that don't act as links, but they're there. Like inside the wheel, there's 5 kinds of rebirth, right? And they all have awareness, okay? So it's even in there, but not the link. Or maybe it is. Okay, all right.
I'm sure we'll get there.
Just because it's not painted on the outside maybe it's still the link, right? Or you wouldn't be an animal on the inside of the wheel. Okay, all right, anyway. Then we just, it's a very short proof of why it has to be in the result part. In the results, what do you call it? Spin. I'm going to call it 3 spins.
Second spin.
Okay, yeah. Why? Because it's what I said it was. I don't like this argument, but anyway. Okay. So now at least now you know that the Rangluk is what?
Is the second.
It must be the second spin. The result, Dedu. Okay, Dedu. Okay.
So it's
As a link.
it's
Yeah.
a current wheel of next life, wheel of the following life.
Yeah. No. Well, it gets a little tricky. The third spin could be 10,000 lifetimes later.
If it's
Yeah, any life.
Yeah, they're not necessarily 3 lifetimes in a row. So that's another problem. We'll get to that later. And there's a form, Kechigme, 10 in a single instant. All 12. Okay, in a minute. Okay.
Still-
Those are kind of cute.
Still has simultaneous, 3 separate simultaneous wheels.
They just don't go to other lives. And it's a special explanation from the Abhidhamma. Stanley will give it to us later. If we ever get to his book. Okay. All right, go.
Kachiknare.
You got the plane.
Yan lakchuni kinang sen du gyur pe
Cure.
du gyur pe nam she kitandrel bela yena nam shi tok tu yut sen
Sok Truk.
sok du
So true. It's not in English.
sok tuk
Truk. Okay.
sok tuk.
Yenla Chuniki Nasan to Kirby Noshi Kitenda de la Yena. So if we take this third link called awareness, and by the way, awareness may be a better translation because
Awareness.
if you ask a waiter about consciousness, they're like, they're not so clear on the meaning. But if you say awareness, then it's like, okay, I'm aware, you know. It just means that you're alive. So when you see Namshe, think not dead. The light of awareness, which is like a miracle. If you really identify it in your own mind, I have awareness, I have this spark of life that I can see things, You think of it like that, and you'll have a better appreciation of what Namshe is. Don't categorize it in a corner of your mind called consciousness. It's not that. It's being alive. It's being alive, and it's a miracle. That you can see colors and shapes, and Okay.
So should I go back to the front and check?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to change it yet. But when you teach it
Okay.
in Bali,
Okay.
tell them to be aware of the curl of the wave as they surf. Okay. Now he says, if you divide it, you get. This is very famous. Namshe Tsoktuk. Say Namshe.
Namshe.
Little bit of a she, right? Namshe. Tsoktuk. What's Tsoktuk?
6 collections.
The collection of 6 different kinds of consciousness. Then you can do the Heart Sutra thing.
Right.
Go down the body, eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. Okay?
Yep.
If you're mind only,
Then it's 8.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Namshe.
but when you're talking about planters,
Oh, yeah.
Tsokdun, Namshe Tsokdun,
Yeah.
good.
Pointer.
Yeah, so Namshe Tsokduk is very common. Namshe Tsokdun is not so common.
No. Yeah, right.
Mind only. So it's the 6 plus. What happened to Kunshi?
Where is
that?
that?
Yeah, good. Very good.
The soil.
He's becoming a mind only master. Master in the mind only. Like Jet Li. Okay,
So master
Tuk-
is always full.
Tsokduk, yes, Anna. So that's not unreasonable. If we're going to divide the link of consciousness, not consciousness in general, but somehow it's wrong to say the third link can be divided into the 6th. Somehow it's wrong.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Because it's
Somehow it doesn't follow normal consciousness.
All right.
When it becomes the third link, you can't say 6 consciousness anymore. Now why? We got to see what What's our counterexample? Okay, what's our counterexample? Here we go.
3 minutes here มิกขีน้ำปาชิปาเชอเจน
Nice. Churchen.
ยันลักชุนีกินันเซนทูคิวเปน้ำชีกิเทนเรลอินพาร์เท้า
Yimbata.
อินพาร์เท้า
Counterexample. All right, sarcastic. Go down.
อินพาร์เท้า
Yimbata.
อินพาร์เท้าเทเย่
Nice. Nice. Yeah.
เวยา
Kiao.
เขียวยินเพเช
Okay, good. Making number shape. Churchen. Consider your awareness of what you see. Consider your awareness of what you see. You telling me it's link number 3? Are you telling me it's link number 3? Why? Because it's Yakel is the same as Nungsen.
It's
It's a member.
Yeah, it's a member of that group.
When you divide it.
Divided.
Okay, it's a member of the divisions. It's one of the divisions of consciousness. Do we believe that?
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Not when we're talking about consciousness as the third.
Right, right. So when we say Yewa here, it means your proposed Yewa, your proposed divisions. It's a member of your proposed divisions because you said the third link could be divided into the 6 normal consciousnesses. Then we say, okay, let's take Miki number Shempa. We can finish this one. Let's do it.
Do you know มิกขีน้ำปาเชปาเชอเจน
Good.
เคียวกีลาเดนเปสังเกปักปาเมดพาทา
Let's just stop there. I mean, let's take it that far. Somebody translate. Miki number Shempa Chen.
Consider the conscious of the eye.
Yeah, consider your awareness of what you're seeing, you can say. Kigila Dembe Sangye Papa
On the mind
Meata.
stream of Arya Buddhas.
So I guess all Buddhas are blind.
You know what it's saying?
Well, no, it says. So I guess no Buddha has it in their mind stream,
Right.
in their being. Sometimes I translate Gyu as being, and sometimes I translate it as mind, depending on the context. Okay, it can also mean
Stream?
tantra. Okay.
Santana.
Yeah. Okay. So Kyogila Demic Sangye. So I guess no Buddha has it. Why? Don't look at the why. Because it's linked.
3.
number 3
It's a link
And they're on the wheel.
of samsara.
Yeah.
Okay. If something is a link of samsara, a Buddha cannot have it. Okay. They are standing outside pointing to the moon. Yeah, mooning us. Sorry, I was just kidding. Somebody's got to explain to Allison and Tang Tang what's mooning mean. You know, right?
As soon as they start having an argument, one of us will show them.
Never mind. Ask him later.
Yeah, Stanley.
It's a bad word. Okay, Miki number 2, Churchen. Well, why do you say a Buddha can't have it? Go, finish.
คิดแทนเรลยันลักชุนีกินังเซนทูคิวเปน้ำชีคิดแทนเรลยินเพเช
Whoa. Because it's a link.
It's a link.
One of the 12.
Okay, because it's a link.
The third one is included one of the 12.
Who said that? He said it.
He said that.
He said it. Why? How did he say it?
How?
In the divisions.
Say it
In
again.
the divisions.
6. He said it's one of the 6. He said all 6 of the divisions of the 6 consciousnesses are the third link. So we took visual consciousness. So I guess that's one of the links. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so I guess Buddhists don't have it. Got it?
Why?
Why?
Because we don't have any.
Because it's a link. It's samsara. It's part of samsara. Okay.
So, see you later.
You can't agree that Buddhists can't see anything.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Nuh-uh. Next topic.
Yeah, go away. Stopped here. What's the date today?
27
Okay.
And it
Okay.
just says Sangye Pakpa just.
Oh, now somebody discussed the proper translation of Sangye Pakpa.
Buddha.
an Arya who is a Buddha.
Great. An Arya who is also a Buddha. So that's the meaning of Sangye Pakpa. Buddha Arya. Because there's 2 kinds of Aryas.
Right. There's not 2 kinds of
Couldn't it be
Buddhas.
3? Arya who's an Arhat, right?
Sangye means
You could, I mean, then it's endless, but Aryas are either enlightened Aryas or non-enlightened Aryas. So once you get to Buddhahood, you still are called an Arya, and you are still called an Arhat. Okay? Yeah, Buddha is an Arhat. It's one kind, it's an advanced Arhat, and a Buddha is an advanced Arya.
What about Arya who's a bodhisattva?
Huh?
What about Arya who's a bodhisattva?
He's also an Arya who's a Bodhisattva, and he's a Bodhisattva who's an Arya.
But you could be an Arya who's not a bodhisattva. So wouldn't that be
In theory, there can be an Arya who's not. No, not even in theory. I mean, it's one of Tsongkhapa's favorite subjects that there are Aryas who are not Bodhisattvas. All right.
Sasi
Purki Joshi Metotam Rira Binchi Ninde Jampadi Sangye Shingdu Mite Uargi Yoku Namda Shingla Chuparsho Idam Guru Rana Mandala Kamniryatayami
Deva
Devo Kun Sunam Yeshe Sok Shing Sunam Yeshe Lechung Wei Dampa Kuni Topa. Yeah, dude, that is getting awesome.
yeah.
I look forward to your teaching in Bali.
Bali.